Okay, good morning class. So this lesson will be a bit shorter because I have written a test, half of the lesson, on integers. So at this point we were busy with, I gave you homework, no? I think you needed to complete this exercise. Exercise 2 on page 44. Okay, so at this point, the answer to 1.1 is negative 23 squared. Okay, just stop me, you don't understand. Negative 23. The next one? Negative 11. Then? Negative 7. 8. Next one? Negative 20. Negative 9a. Negative 2a squared. Negative 6. Negative 1. Negative. Okay, so it's 5 minus 12 gives you negative 7. Negative 7 minus 1, negative 8 minus 3. It's negative 11a squared. Okay with that? Alright. Did I ask you to do number 2 as well? Okay, so let's just do the odd numbers, no? Do every alternate sum? Or did I ask you to do everything? Oh, okay. Alright, so what's this answer here? Negative? You see, negative 8 plus minus 2. Positive times negative is negative 8. Negative times positive is negative 2. Negative 8 minus 2. Negative 10. Okay. So what's the next answer? Negative 5 is correct. The next one? Negative 9. Then? 12. Then? 0. Then? 0. Then? Negative 3x squared. Number 1.16? 3. Next one? Negative 9a. And the last one? 8x1. Any of those sums you want me to explain on the board? Yes, Michael?
When, for example, a negative number plus a negative number, is it supposed to be a positive or negative?
Negative. So if you got negative 1 minus 2, that's the question you ask. So what's 1 plus 2? 3, and the answer is negative. Negative 3. Or you can go on the number line. It's minus 1, minus 2, negative 3.
So, sir, for the one you did up there that says negative 8 plus...
Number? Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you see, this is a positive sign there. Positive times negative is negative. Positive times negative is negative. Can you see that? So you go, 8 plus 2 is 10, and negative. You understand? Okay, anybody else that's confused? Has a question? Okay. Next one. 2.1. What's this answer here? Negative 8. Then? Negative 3. The next one? 5. Then? Negative 7. Then? Negative, positive. And we can check if we are correct. Okay? 3 minus 8. 3 minus 8 is negative 5. Negative 10 minus 3. Negative 30. Can you see that, people? Negative 8 plus 5. You got your number line again. Negative 8 plus 5. Negative 3. Can you see that? 5 minus 7. Negative 2. Negative 7 minus 3. Negative 7 minus 3. Negative 10. Can you see that, people? 5 minus 5 is 0. What do we also call this? What is this known as? Additive inverse. Okay, don't forget. Two numbers that adds up to 0 is the additive inverse of each other. Okay. You guys okay with that? The next one, what's 3.1's answer? 0. Next one? Not 0. Why we get 0? Okay, it's a 6. Oops. The next one? 0. The next one? 2a. You say no? Who says no? That's correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the next one? Negative 9 ABC. The next one? Negative 7x. The next one? 5x4. So any problems with those 6 sums we've done thus far? No problems, no? Let's move on. A little bit lower. So what's negative 3a minus 5a minus a? Negative 9a. 2a minus 5b plus 8b. 5. Okay, you all okay with that? Let's look at the next one. Negative 5x plus negative 12y. Or you could have written negative 5x minus 12. It's the same thing. Not so? Girlfriend, why are you looking out of the window? You don't know. Okay, give me the next answer, Michael. Give me your answer. Sorry? Negative, yes? Negative x square, yes? Why are you not looking in your book? Didn't you do your homework? It's only the sum you didn't. Okay, no problem. Do 3.10 then. Huh? Negative xy? Huh? So why are you not looking in your book? Didn't do the sum either. Why didn't you do the work? Sorry, you did the other works. It's not these two sums. I feel like you're cheating on me, Michael. Huh? You're cheating on me, yes? You did not do my homework. Alright, what's the answer to 3.9? X squared plus negative 12x plus negative 4. You all agree with that? Which could be written as x squared minus 12x minus 4. After today's lesson, you should be able to do that as well. Okay? Oh, you will be writing it like in that second equation. Negative 6xy minus 5xy, negative 11xy. Plus 10x. Plus 3x squared. Any issues here, people? Any problems here? No. Right, so today we're going to look at Multiplication. We're going to look at multiplication today, okay? Okay, multiplication. So we're going to look at the following two tables. Okay, you don't have to write this down. Let's just run through this quickly. What is 3 multiplied by 4? 12. Not so. That will be 12. What will the next one be? 3 multiplied is 9. The next one? 6. 3. It's 3 times 0? 0. 3 times negative 1? Negative 3. Positive 3 times negative 2? Negative 6. Positive 3 times negative 3? Negative 9. Table 2. Negative 3 times 3? Negative 9. Negative 3 times 2? Negative 6. Negative 3 times 1? Negative 3. Negative 3 times 0? 0. Negative 3 times negative 3? Positive 3. Or 3. Negative 3 times negative 2? 6. Negative 3 times negative 3? Okay. So very important to note that if positive is in front of a positive number, is usually omitted or left out. No, omitted means left out. So if you look here, this number is positively. Not so? So what you should note at this point, that a positive number times a positive number will always be positive. Okay. If you say your 0 is also positive, then that would form part of that. But your 0 is most neutral, no? As you know. And then, a positive number times a negative number will always be negative. Can you see that, people? Positive times a negative is negative. You all agree with that? What do you notice here? A negative number times a positive number will always be negative. And here, a negative number times a negative number will always be. But that note we already made on a number line. Not so? Right. And this was on page 45. That's we just spoke about the rules for multiplication now. Positive number times positive number will always be a positive number. An example is given. A negative number times a negative number will always be positive. An example is given. And then a positive number times a negative number is negative, or a negative times a positive is negative. Okay. You all okay with that? Right. Therefore, we have made that summary already. Okay. So let's look at a couple examples dealing with this now. Okay. Now we're going to look at the examples on page 45. Okay, do these 5 for me quickly. First 5. Okay, so we're going to do this together now. Alright, so what's the first answer? Negative 2 times negative 5? 10. 10. Positive 10, not so?
Yes, sir.
Who got a different answer? Alright. What's negative 3 times positive 6? Who was next in line? Where did we stop? Okay, we stopped here, in this row. Right. Girlfriend at the back. What's your answer to number 2? What do you think the answer to number 2 is? Negative 18. Well done. Positive times a negative is negative. 3 times 6 is 18. Next, Michael. Negative 5. You all agree with that?
Yes.
Positive times a negative is negative. 1 times 5 is 5. Next, Michael. Negative 2. Is she correct? No. What's negative times a negative? Positive. 2 times 1? 2. Coincidence is right than 2. Same goal. Next answer? No, same goal. Yes. Positive? 30. You all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Positive negative times negative is positive. 3 times 10 is 30. Okay, all understand? Any confusion? No? Whoops. It's bouncing. Yeah, there may be a heavy weekend. Alright. Monica, yes. 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. You all agree with that? Alright, next, girlfriend. Yes, behind Mika, yes? Negative 40. You all agree with that? Alright, Mika? So busy. Alright, we wait for you. We must try to locate if there's any misunderstanding. Okay. What's negative times negative? What, positive? 30. You all agree with that? Right, next. Girlfriend in front? Huh? 45. She said 45? 30. Okay, you'll get another one. Just to make sure. No? Is it okay? Alright, what's the next answer, Michael? Positive is. If no sign is positive. What is negative times a positive? Negate. You understand? It's negative 20. What's your answer to number 10, Michael? If there's no sign, then what is it? Positive. What's positive times a positive? Positive. 3 times 12? Counting 36. Yes.
So
Let's say yes.
Let's say you know that the numbers are both positive. Is there any that if you find an answer to write positive?
No, you don't need to write the positive. Absolutely not. You don't need that positively. You see? Any confusion at this point? No. Let's carry on with our lives. Let's look here. Right. We got negative times negative. Let's do negative times negative is what? Positive. That positive times this negative is what? Negative. 2 times 3? 6. 6 times 4? 20. So the answer is negative 20. Understand? Easy. Right. Try the next one quickly in your books. Right. What's the next answer? Do you all agree with that? Okay. Do the next one. What's your answer, Mika? Negative? Okay. What's negative times negative? Even so. Why are you people like that? You don't want the others to learn. You're selfish.
Shellfish?
Yes. Let others also the opportunity to learn. How much she love you? Yes, Mika, was negative times negative? Positive. Positive times negative? Negative, yes. And that negative times negative? Where's your number line? Didn't you write the story on the number line? You see, that is why you don't know. So that's set up. Number line is hidden. I got your number line, my girl. Negative times negative? Positive. Positive times negative? Negative. Negative times negative? Yes, use the number line. So what's 2 times 2? 4. 4 times 2? 8. 8 times 2? 16. Okay. Sorry? But the sign. What's negative times negative, Michael? Positive. Positive times negative? Negative. Negative times negative? Positive. So it's positive. What's 1 times 2? 2 times 1? 2 times 3? 6. So it's just 6 or positive. Alright. Here we are given a note. 3 negative signs when multiplied is equal to? Negative. 4 negative signs when multiplied will give you a? Positive. Not so. Now what if there was 5 signs? Negative. 6 signs? Positive. 7 signs? Negative. 8 signs? Positive. 9 signs? Negative. 10 signs? Positive. 100 signs? Positive. 163 signs? Negative. So which means to say, from the above we can see that an even number of negative signs multiplied will give you a positive answer, and an odd number of negative signs multiplied will give you a negative answer. Only count the negative signs. So you just count if it's even or odd, and then from there you can decide. Okay? Very important note to write down. Whoops. Very important note to write down. Okay, write that down. Okay, now we're looking at the examples on page 46. Okay. Right, write down the first one quickly. And we don't have much time left. We've got 8 minutes. Time nice flies when you people are here. Somebody's not. Always feels like not enough time in the speeding. No? It feels long to you. Yeah, so you're not enjoying yourself.
I do enjoy it. Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing, Monica? How much she laughing? Huh?
She's exposing herself in the way.
Oh, she actually doesn't like it.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, I don't like it. I love it.
Ah. Right, in scale 1. Right, here we go. Why laughing? Dia conta cosa? Example. Yes. Right, here we go. Negative times negative is going to be? Negative. You see there's 3 negatives there. 2 times 1? 2 times 3? 6 times 3? 18. You all okay with that?
Yes.
Right. Next one, number 2. Now, whose fault is that? Not mine. Positive or negative? Positive. Why positive? There's 4 negatives, which makes them even. Not so? You're still confused? Nice. So it's going to be positive what? 55. Oh, just 5. Next one. Negative or positive? Who said negative? Oh, you want to tell me you don't? You say it's not negative. Okay. Why is it positive? Yeah, you're 10, so it's even. So it must be positive. And 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is going to be 1. That's all. You get it now? The next one, number 4. Negative 1. Yes. Yes. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. You check that early. You teach me like the longest way.
Right, the next one, negative or positive? Negative. 2 cube. 8. Who got that on the right? A cube, yeah. Negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Negative 8. Right, next. Positive 16. That was negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative. Okay. Next. Okay, so firstly, we need to sort out this bracket first. Not so. So it's negative. If it's negative 3 squared, is this even or odd, the 2? Even. So there's going to be, inside the bracket is going to be positive 3 squared is 9. How do you get 9? 3 times 3. Are you all okay with that? Now what's positive times a negative? Negative. Negative? Okay. You think you're in music now? Huh? Right. Next. So we need to sort out this brackets first. Not so. So it's going to be negative 2 into. Into what? Negative 8 to positive 8? Positive 9. Negative, because it's odd. Listen. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2. 8. How you get the 9? Huh? 3 cubed is also not 9. 27. Negative times negative? Positive. 2 times 8? 6. The next one? 2. So negative 2 into. Positive and negative? Definitely positive.
Your attention, please. Prize
16.
will meet in a
Negative times positive?
There will be a prize meeting.
Negative 3 times
Now at 3. Thank you.
48. You got 2. 3 cubed? It's 327. 2 times 27? 50. Alright, so during tomorrow's lesson, I'm going to go through the rest of the examples, but what I want you guys to do for homework is exercise 3. You do for me numbers 1 to 20. Exercise 3, numbers 1 to 20. Who can tell her which page this is on? Do you know which page this is on? This is on page 47. Page 47.
Can I get one pop please?
People enjoy this. Have a day. Good afternoon, class. I'll give you now. There's a 10. Just hang on. Just sort this out. Pleasure. Yeah? Yes?